Good morning to everyone. So in the previous class, we were discussing about the concept of AC bridges. So we started the introduction with respect to the AC bridge. We just derived the generalized expression of AC bridge. And next we discussed about the concept of Maxwell's bridge in the calculation of inductance, in the measurement of inductance. So in today's class, we will discuss about the quality factor calculation of Maxwell's bridge in the measurement of inductance, and we will see advantages and disadvantages of Maxwell's inductance bridge. And next we will discuss the second concept of calculation of inductance or in the measurement of inductance through a new bridge, that is Hayes bridge. So before discussing about quality factor, so what we discussed in the previous class, in previous class we discussed about Maxwell's bridge. The main objective of Maxwell's bridge is to find out unknown inductance. So ఇది unknown inductance ఎలా మెజర్ చేస్తుందండి? The unknown inductance is measured in the terms of a known capacitor. So this is the concept of this is the concept of this is the concept of structure of Maxwell's bridge. It contains four arms. The first arm is having a resistor in series in parallel with respect to a capacitor, and second arm is having a resistor, and third arm is having a resistor, and fourth arm is having unknown elements, that is resistor, unknown element, that is inductance. Okay. Most of you asked the doubt. So if the fourth term is having only inductance, why there is an element of resistance? This element of resistance is nothing but resistance component of inductance. That means the inductance will have certain amount of resistance. The inductance which is having certain amount of resistance is represented here in this manner, R suffix X. Okay. And next we derived the numerical analysis of Maxwell's bridge. Next, we derived the numerical analysis of Maxwell's bridge. So we know the generalized bridge expression. What is the generalized bridge expression? AC bridge generalized expression, that is Z1, Z4, that is equal to Z2, Z3. That is a generalized bridge expression. But here in the concept of Z4, the impedances of the Z4 element, the impedances of this particular bridge are unknown. ఈ అన్నోన్ ఈ ఫోర్త్ పాత్ ఏంటంటే అన్నోన్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి దాన్ని మనం Z suffix X అని రిప్రజెంట్ చేసాం. So if we calculate the impedances in the terms of unknown impedance, that is Z suffix X, that is equal to Z2 Z3 divided by Z1. Okay, most of you people are very familiar that 1 by Z1 can be represented in the form of Y1. 1 by Z1 is represented in the form of Y1. That way I substituted Y1 here. So if we segregate the elements of the bridge, ఈ బ్రిడ్జ్లో ఉన్న పారామీటర్స్ని వన్ బై వన్ మనం సాగ్రిగేట్ చేసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి? Z1 ఏమవుతుందండి? Z1 ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ 1 by Z1 is nothing but Y1, that is 1 by R1 plus j omega c. Okay. Z2 is nothing but R2. Z3 is nothing but R3, and Z4 is nothing but Zx is nothing but here we have resistance in series with inductance. That's why Rx plus j omega Lx. We just derived this in yesterday's class. Okay. If we substitute these all parameters in this particular equation 1, okay, what will happen? So what is the value of Z1? Z1 value is nothing but, what is the value of Z1? Z1 value is nothing but Y1. What is the value of, what is the value of Zx? What is the value of Zx? Zx is nothing but Rx plus j omega Lx. We substituted the term here. Okay. And what is the value of Z2? Z2 value is nothing but R2. That 2 we substituted. Z3 value is nothing but R3. That 2 we substituted here. Okay. And next in the terms of Y1, what is the value of Y1? Y1 is nothing but 1 by R1 plus j omega c1. In previous class, most one student asked the doubt that what is the doubt means. So if we connect resistance in parallel to C1, if the resistance herein is connected in parallel to capacitance, so that can be written in this manner, that is R1 divided by j omega c1. ఇలా రాయొచ్చండి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. కానీ ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేసామండి, Z1, దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఆఫ్ Z1 యాక్చువల్లీ. కానీ మనం ఇక్కడ Z1 ఎలా ఉందండి? 1 by Y1 ఉంది. దీని మొత్తాన్ని 1 by R1 డివైడెడ్ బై j omega c1 ఎలా చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందండి? ఇది అప్సైడ్ డౌన్ అవుతుంది. దాన్ని ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయొచ్చు? j omega c1 డివైడెడ్ బై R1. దాన్ని ఇక్కడ రిప్రజెంట్ చేసాం. ఓకేనా? సో ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని ఫర్దర్గా మనం సింప్లిఫై చేసామనుకోండి, సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందండి? LHS side Rx plus j omega Lx, this remains the same అండి. And if the RHS side, if we simplify the RHS side, this R2 R3 is multiplied with 1 by R1, that will be R2 R3 divided by R1. Okay, and if R2 R3 is multiplied with respect to j omega C1, that will be j omega C1 into R2 R3. Okay, so if we do the further calculation, further calculation by calculating real terms aside and imaginary terms aside. What are the real terms here? The real terms are, రియల్ టర్మ్స్ ఏంటండి? రియల్ టర్మ్స్ చూడండి ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయండి. ఆర్ఎక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు, ఆర్ఎక్స్ ఒకటి రియల్ టర్మ్ అండి ఎల్హెచ్ఎస్ సైడ్లో. ఆర్హెచ్ఎస్ సైడ్లో రియల్ టర్మ్స్ ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయండి? R2 R3 డివైడెడ్ బై R1. దట్ మీన్స్ ఆర్ఎక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు R2 R3 డివైడ్ బై R1 అండి. ఇదొకటి మనకి క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసాం. అన్నోన్ పారామీటర్ అంటే అన్నోన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసాం. సో ఎల్ఎక్స్ ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తామండి? ఇమాజినరీ టర్మ్స్ aside, that is j omega lx, that is equal to j omega c1 r c1 r2 r3. సో ఈ j omega ఈ g omega క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుందండి. lx is equal to c1 r2 r3. So this is how we calculated the unknown elements of inductance, unknown element of inductance in terms of capacitance. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, main objective of Maxwell's bridge ఏంటంటే, the main objective of Maxwell's bridge is to find out inductance కదండి. How the main objective, if we see in the previous slide, one second, if we see the previous slide, the main objective of Maxwell's bridge, what is the main objective of Maxwell's bridge? Maxwell's bridge main objective is to measure unknown inductance in terms of capacitor. That is the main objective. So that's satisfied here. So here the unknown inductance value L suffix x is calculated in terms of capacitor. See, there is a capacitor element. This is how we calculated the unknown inductance in terms of capacitance. So if we discuss the concept of quality factor, most of you people are very familiar about the definition of quality factor, which is came in your circuits, electrical circuit analysis. Quality factor is nothing but a ratio of unknown elements. Okay, so we know the known elements here. The known element of inductance, we know the elements here. The known element of unknown inductance, we know unknown resistance, we calculated the unknown inductance, we calculated the elements here. So here the bridge is in a balanced condition. Now the bridge is in a balanced condition and unknown elements are found out here. So now we have to calculate the quality factor. So how to define the quality factor? Quality factor is nothing but it's a ratio of unknown inductance with respect to unknown resistance. Okay, where omega, what is the value of omega? In the sense, omega is nothing but the ratio of quality factor. So if we substitute the value of Lx, what is the value of Lx? L suffix x is nothing but unknown inductance element, that is C1 R2 R3. ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి. R suffix x ఏంటండి? R2 R3 divided by R1. దాన్ని ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి. Okay, if we simplify this thing, what is the quality factor? Quality factor is equal to omega into C into R2 R3. This resistance will be taken into numerator, it will be multiplied here divided by R2 R3. Okay, if we simplify this expression, this R2 R3 will be cancelled with respect to this R2 R3, and quality factor is equal to omega into C1 R1. Okay, so generally, in a general perspective, quality factor of a Maxwell's bridge is very, very less. It is limited at a ratio, at a particular scale of 1 to 10. At a particular ratio of 1 to 10. That means this particular Maxwell's bridge is suited for measuring inductance, okay, with a comparison with respect to a capacitor, with respect to another inductance. So why we are saying means the quality factor is very, very less. Generally, in the calculation of inductance, most of the electrical parameters will be limited up to 1 to 1000 Henry. But here we are having a scale from 1 to 10 only. That means it is measured for only a particular low quality factor values. So that is about the discussion of quality factor. So if we see the advantages, one second. If we see the advantages here, general advantages of Maxwell's bridge means, so here there is the bridges expression which we calculated. The bridge balance expression which is calculated, which is quite independent of loss. That means the inductance which is observed at the end in the terms of capacitor, it is having a loss free expression. Okay, and second thing is the measurement of inductance which is independent of frequency. This is also we discussed in the previous thing. And second thing is the scale of resistance which we calculated and the scale of inductance which we calculated, both are calculated in a direct manner. Even though we calculated in a comparison expression, even though the expression is calculated with the help of a comparison tool, even but the resistance which we calculated R suffix s and the inductance which we calculated L suffix s, both are independently calculated. Okay, and there is a wide range of inductance can be observed. There used to be a wide range of inductance can be observed. And second thing is here it can be applicable for with respect to the different audio frequencies. Okay, that means the inductive measurement at a particular power or the calculation of resistance on a particular scale or the calculation of inductance on a particular scale, these all can be restricted up to a particular inductance. Okay, so if we see the disadvantages, if we see the disadvantages, we already said, if we see the disadvantages, we already said the low, it is restricted for low Q expression. Okay, the quality factor value is very less in Maxwell inductance bridge. It can't be adapted to high Q values. And second thing is, if because of the bridge coverage problem, this is one of the issue. Okay, so if the Maxwell's bridge you using a fixed capacitor, this is one of the disadvantages. Why you are using in the fixed capacitor means it will discharge in an instant of time, it will charge in an instant of time. So that has to be avoided to improve the quality factor. Okay, and another disadvantages is the bridge balance expression which we proposed. The bridge balance expression is independent of frequency. Okay, so these are the various advantages and disadvantages of Maxwell's bridge. So in today's class we will discuss about another new concept, that is Hayes bridge. Okay, so the main object of Hayes bridge is to calculate self inductance. Okay, we have discussed various elements are there in the calculation of self inductance. We have seen Maxwell's bridge, there is Hayes bridge, Anderson's bridge. Okay, and Maxwell's inductance bridge, Owen's bridge, there are various bridges. Okay, so the Hayes bridge is quite advanced bridge of Maxwell's bridge. Okay, so why we are saying Hayes bridge is quite advantageous to Maxwell's bridge means the main objective of Hayes bridge is to measure self inductance. The Hayes bridge is nothing but an advanced stage to Maxwell's bridge. This is one of the important bit. This is one of the important bit which we came across in various competitive exams. So what is the advanced bridge of Maxwell's bridge? Hayes bridge is an advanced and it is proposed advanced bridge with respect to Maxwell's bridge. Okay, so why it is advanced to Maxwell's bridge means the Maxwell's bridge is not quite appropriate to measure medium quality power factor. Sorry, medium quality factor. That means here the Maxwell's bridge is designed for measuring low quality factors only. బట్ ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేసామండి, మ్యాక్స్వెల్స్ బ్రిడ్జ్ ని కొంచెం మాడిఫై చేసి హేస్ బ్రిడ్జ్ ని ప్రపోజ్ చేసామండి. ద మెయిన్ పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ హేస్ బ్రిడ్జ్ ఏంటంటే, ద హేస్ బ్రిడ్జ్ మెయిన్ పర్పస్ ఇస్ టు measure medium quality factors. Okay, medium quality factors, or it can also measure higher quality factors when compared to Maxwell's bridge. Maxwell's bridge will measure low quality factors. Hayes bridge will measure high quality factors other than Maxwell's bridge. Okay, so how can we propose the Maxwell's bridge in general factor means Hayes bridge. If we see the construction of Hayes bridge, one second. So if we see the construction of Hayes bridge here, see, so what we did here in the concept of Hayes bridge, so this is the point A and this is a point B and this is a point C and this is a point D. Okay, so first arm, the first arm current flowing is I1. The current flowing in the first arm is I1. Here the resistance is connected in series with respect to a capacitor. A variable resistance is connected in series with respect to capacitor, and R2 is nothing but a resistance arm. R2 is nothing but a resistance arm which is segmented with respect to B to C, and current flowing is current flowing is I2, current flowing is I2, and I3 R3 sorry, third arm is nothing but represented from A to D. Third arm is represented from A to D. Current flowing is I3. See here, the current flowing is I3. Fourth arm, that is unknown resistance arm, that is unknown resistance arm, which is represented here. Okay, the current flowing here is I suffix X. Current flowing here, that is I suffix X. So if we see the bridge balance expression, so the entire bridge is energized with an AC voltage source, which is represented as capital E. Okay, voltage drop across first term is represented as E suffix 1. Voltage drop across first term is represented as E suffix 1, and voltage drop across second arm is represented as E suffix 2. Voltage drop across third arm is represented as E suffix 3, and voltage drop across fourth arm is represented as E suffix X. E suffix X. If we see the impedance value, what is the value of Z1? Z1 is nothing but resistance in series with respect to capacitor, that is R1 plus 1 by j omega C1. R1, what is the value of, sorry, what is the value of Z1? Z1 is nothing but R1 plus 1 by j omega C1. What is the value of Z2? Z2 is equal to R2. Z2 value ఏమవుతుందండి R2. Z3 impedance of third arm, Z3 ఏమవుతుందండి? Z3 is nothing but R3. Z4 ఏమవుతుందండి? Z4 is nothing but ZX. ZX, that is equal to RX plus j omega Lx. So this is how we calculated the values Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. If we go to the expressions, so this is the concept of Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so how can we say the bridge is in a balanced condition? Sorry, this is the concept of Hayes bridge. Hayes bridge is nothing but an modification to the Maxwell's bridge. Here the resistance in the first term is connected in series with respect to the capacitor. Maxwell's bridge lo ela connect chesavandi? Maxwell's bridge lo resistor anedi capacitor ki parallel ga undindandi. Ikkada ela connect chesavandi? Resistance is connected in series and ikkada. Okay na? Resistance is connected in series. If we connect here the resistance in series here, it can be adapted to measure, this can be adapted to measure high quality factors compared to the Maxwell's bridge. High quality factors compared to the Maxwell's bridge. So if we go to the operation, how can we say the bridge is in a balanced condition? The bridge is in a balanced condition. At what particular state we can say the bridge is in a balanced condition? The potential drop across first term is equal to E1, that is equal to the potential drop across second arm, that is E2. Okay, and potential drop across third arm E3 is equal to the potential drop across fourth arm, that is E suffix X. If the potential drop across this arm is equal to the potential drop across A to B is equal to potential drop across B to C, and potential drop across A to D is equal to the potential drop across A to C, ఆ కండిషన్ లో ఏమవుతుందండి? బ్రిడ్జ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అవుతుందండి. సెకండ్ ఇన్స్టెంట్ ఏంటండి? I1 కరెంట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు I2 and I3 current is equal to Ix. In this instant also the bridge will be in a balanced condition. The bridge will be in a balanced condition. So if we see, this is about the bridge balance condition, and if the bridge is in a balanced condition, the detector will show a null deflection. The detector will show a null deflection. So what is the general bridge balance expression of AC bridge? That is Z1, Z4. What is the general bridge balance expression? That is Z1, Z4, that is equal to Z2, Z3. That is the general bridge balance expression. So from that bridge balance expression, so we know the value of Z1. Here Zx is unknown. The inductance which we have to calculate, that is unknown. Okay, and Z2, Z3. Z2, Z3. So if we find out the values one by one, what is the value of R1? What is the value of Z1? Z1 is nothing but R1 minus j omega C1. Okay. And what is the value of Z2? Z2 is nothing but R2. What is the value of Z2? Z2 value is nothing but R2. This is the value of Z2. And what is the value of Z3? Z3 is nothing but R3. What is the value of Z4? Z4 is nothing but our unknown resistance, that is Rx plus j omega Lx. Rx plus j omega Lx. If we substitute the values of these expressions in this unknown parameter value, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, sorry, Z1, Z2, Z3 and Zx values ని ఈక్వేషన్ 1 జనరల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో మనం సబ్మిట్ చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి? ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? Expression that is R1. What is the value of Z1 here? One second. What is the value of Z1? Z1 is R1 plus j omega, R1 minus j omega, j by omega C1. ఆ వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి. ఓకే. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ Zx అంటండి? Zx ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు Rx plus j omega Lx. ఆ వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ Z2? Z2 వాల్యూ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ R2. అది సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ Z3? Z3 వాల్యూ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ R3. దాన్ని కూడా ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి. సో ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఫర్దర్ దీన్ని మనం సింప్లిఫై చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఫర్దర్గా మనం సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ని LHS సైడ్ ఉంది కదండి ఇక్కడ, ఈ LHS సైడ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఉంది కదండి. ఈ LHS సైడ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మనం ఫర్దర్ సింప్లిఫై చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి? R1 ఈజ్ మల్టిప్లైడ్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు Rx, దట్ ఈస్ R1 Rx. ఓకే. అండ్ j omega Lx ఇంటూ R1, j omega Lx ఇంటూ R1 మైనస్ j ఇంటూ Rx డివైడెడ్ బై j omega C1. ఓకే. ప్లస్ Lx divided by C1, that is equal to R2 R3, is equal to R2 R3. Okay. So if we simplify this into next further step, so how to simplify this into next further step means, so we have to take real terms aside and imaginary terms aside. Real terms, what are the real terms? So these are the real terms. We have real terms. What are the real terms? R1 Rx is a real term of LHS side. ఇంకా ఏమున్నాయండి రియల్ టర్మ్స్? Lx divided by C1. Lx divided by C1 is one real term. Okay, to the LHS side. And RHS side ఏముందండి రియల్ టర్మ్స్? R2 R3. రియల్ టర్మ్స్ అన్ని ఒక సైడ్ తీసుకొచ్చేసామండి. ఓకే. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇఫ్ we take the imaginary terms aside, okay, what are the imaginary terms? Imaginary terms ఏంటండి? j omega Lx into R1 minus j omega Rx into C1. Okay, we have taken real terms aside and imaginary terms aside. So from these two expressions, ఈ రియల్ టర్మ్ నుంచి ఇమాజినరీ టర్మ్స్ నుంచి మనం ఏం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం చూడండి. ఓకే. ఇఫ్ వి సింప్లిఫై దిస్ టర్మ్, ఓకే, ఇఫ్ వి సింప్లిఫై దిస్ టర్మ్ ఆఫ్ రియల్ టర్మ్, సో దిస్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇమాజినరీ టర్మ్. ఇమాజినరీ టర్మ్లో ఏమైందండి? ఈ జే క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయిందండి. ఈజే క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయిందండి. ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? Rx divided by omega C1, that is equal to omega Lx divided by R1. Omega Lx divided by R1. Okay. So if we simplify this into further expression, okay, what will be the value of Rx from this expression of 6.61? So if we calculate the value of unknown resistance of fourth arm, okay, the value of Rx is equal to omega square Lx C1 R1. So up to now we calculated the value of R suffix x. Next we have to calculate L suffix x, unknown inductance. In order to calculate unknown inductance, we know the value of real terms expression ఏంటండి? R1 Rx plus Lx divided by C1, that is equal to R2 R3. ఓకే. దీంట్లో నేను ఏం చేశానండి? Rx వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశానండి. Rx వాల్యూ ఏంటంటే ప్రీవియస్ స్లైడ్ మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసిన Rx వాల్యూ, ద Rx వాల్యూ ఈస్ omega square ఎల్ఎక్స్ ఇంటూ C1R1. ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూని నేను ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశానండి, ఈ టర్మ్లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశానండి. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందండి, ఫర్దర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఏమవుతుందండి, ఫర్దర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ విల్ బి R1 ఇంటూ ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ ఎల్ఎక్స్ C1R1 ప్లస్ ఎల్ఎక్స్ డివైడెడ్ బై C1 దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు R2R3. అంటే ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ ప్లస్లో ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ మనం సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసాం. దీన్ని ఫర్దర్గా మనం సింప్లిఫై చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి, ఈ R1 మొత్తం లోపల మల్టిప్లై చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ R1 ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ R1 స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ C1 LX plus LX divided by C1 that is equal to R2 R3. Okay, and next if we simplify this further by multiplying both sides with C1 తో both sides multiply చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుందండి, expression will be omega square into R1 square into C1 square into LX plus LX that is equal to R1 R2 R3 into C1. ఓకే, సో ఈ ఎల్హెచ్ఎస్ సైడ్లోంచి నేనేం చేశానండి, ఎల్ఎక్స్ని కామన్ చేశానండి, కామన్ తీసాను. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందండి, ఎల్ఎక్స్ ఆఫ్ 1 ప్లస్ ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ R1 స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ C1 స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ ఎల్ఎక్స్ దట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు R2 R3 ఇంటూ C1. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేసామండి, ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎల్ఎక్స్ మనం ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ రాసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఎల్ఎక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు R2 R3 C1 డివైడెడ్ బై 1 ప్లస్ ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ R1 square into C1 square. R1 square into C1 square. So now we calculated the value of Rx, okay, and also we calculated the value of Lx. Okay, so if we substitute both of them in the value of Rx, so previous Rx expression entandi, Rx expression is omega square Lx into C1 R1. ఈ ఎల్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూ ఆల్రెడీ మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసాం కదండి. ఇక్కడ ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూలో ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసిన న్యూ ఎల్ఎక్స్, ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూ ఉంది కదండి, ఈ ఆర్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూలో మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసిన న్యూ ఎల్ఎక్స్ వాల్యూని మనం సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసాం, మనం ఏమవుతుందండి, ఆర్ఎక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు, ఓకే, ఆర్ఎక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఎల్ఎక్స్, R2 R3 C1 సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసామండి, ఒమేగా స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ C1 square into R1 R2 R3 divided by 1 plus omega square into R1 square into C1 square, omega square into C1 square. This is how we calculated the value. Of our unknown elements, that is unknown inductance and unknown resistance of the circuit is calculated. So if we observe the value here, of resistance and inductance, so both resistance and inductance values, unknown resistance R suffix x and unknown inductance L suffix x, both are calculated in terms of omega. So that means this makes the expression, it is quite frequency sensitive. The expression is quite frequency sensitive, and most probably the Hayes bridge is used for the measurement of incremental inductance. This is one of the important concept. Okay, so Maxwell's bridge is main purpose of Maxwell's bridge is to find out self inductance. Hayes bridge objective is to find out incremental inductance at a particular operating frequency. So what particular frequency it will find out the incremental inductance means, this particular bridge will operate the frequency at 1 microhenry to 100 henry at a plus or minus 2 error. Okay, so if we see the quality factor of this particular bridge, okay, the quality factor, that is Q is equal to 1 by omega R1 C1, the inductance of the bridge is balanced, but the unknown inductance value, that is L suffix x, that is equal to R2 R3 into C1 divided by 1 plus Q square. Okay, that means here the quality factor is greater than 10. Previously in Maxwell's bridge the quality factor is from 1 to 10, but here the quality factor is greater than 10. That means in terms of quality factor it is quite improved, but the expression is quite same as Maxwell's equation. That means the bridge is not suited for measuring low frequency coils. Hayes bridge is quite suited only for measuring higher quality factor elements. Okay, so if we observe the advantages and disadvantages, so this is the class today. In today's class we have discussed the concept of Hayes bridge. Like we discussed the concept of phase bridge, the main object of phase bridge is to find out the measurement of self inductance, that too inaccurate measurement of incremental inductance, that too in the concept of measuring incremental inductance.